Hello, I'm Coach Christian, and I help extremely stressed people to deal with their stress by observing it for themselves. Welcome to yet another video. I typically make a video every single day that replies to your question and provides you with tools that you can use to deal with the stress in your life right now or stress that may arise in the future. All right, so let's move into the question of the day. Coach Christian, my life is so miserable. I see no point in living. I want to end my life. Why shouldn't I? Coach Christian, my life is so miserable. I see no point in living. I want to end my life. Why shouldn't I? What you do with your own life is totally up to you. I cannot tell you what to do. Should you end it? Should you not end it? That is totally within your hands. So the idea is life is so miserable right now. Okay? I'm under a lot of pressure. Maybe I just lost someone I thought was someone that was very close to me. I just lost them. Now without them, I feel like there's no point living. Right? So what do I do? Why shouldn't I just end my life? I mean, when we look at this whole point of ending one's life, the only reason why you want to end your life, I mean, there appear to be many reasons. One of them is, oh, maybe a relationship that you had a breakup, or I mean, you just failed colossal in your career, or you've just been ashamed on a very public scale. All these are all these seem to be reasons why, right? Um, all these seem to be they seem to be many possible reasons why someone would reach the point you've reached at, where you want to end your own life. But the reality is there's really just one reason, right? And I think you've actually hit upon it. Is when I reach the point at which I want to end my own life, it means that I am suffering so much that I see to myself I'd rather be dead than alive. Right? Death seems like a much more pleasant thing, much more desirable thing than the life because the life is too bad. So basically, when I want to commit suicide, it means that I am living in a hell right now. So the first question to pose is this pain, this misery that I am experiencing right now that is making me want to end things, is it going to be everlasting? That's the first question. I just lost the love of my life. I just lost them. They're gone. I'm experiencing tremendous pain in this moment. Question: is this pain going to last forever? Can you find out if it will last forever? Right. And if you look at it carefully, this is something I repeat often because it's fundamental. This suffering that I'm experiencing at this moment comes from the fact that it doesn't come from my external situation. The death of my lover is not what's causing me to want to end things now. A huge failure is not what's making me to want to end things now. What is making me want to end things right now is the fact that I have thoughts running through my head and feelings in my body that I don't know how to deal with. In this moment, try to pay attention. Find out where the pain is coming from. Is it coming from the situation, or is it coming from your own thinking and your own feelings right now? I can't go on like this. That thought, I can't go on like this. This is going to go on forever, etc. It's those thoughts and those feelings in your body that are making your life seem unbearable. Next question is this. Let's forget about the coming moment. Right? Will you be able to handle this pain for the remainder of your life? I don't know. Maybe you will be able to, maybe you won't be able to. But let's look at this particular moment. Are you able to handle the pain in this moment? Please find out. And of course, the thing you're going to realize is that you can handle the pain in this moment. And you can handle the pain in the next moment. And let's look at the entire trajectory of your life up until this point. What has it been? Hasn't it been a series of happy moments and sad moments and curious moments and fearful moments and moments of stress and moments of love and moments of hate? This has been your life, hasn't it? There have been joyful moments. Maybe there are few, but there have been joyful moments. There have been terrible moments. There have been moments of curiosity. There have been all sorts of moments, right? And in the past, you've had many dark moments also. Question: did those moments end? Were they interrupted by some joy, by some peace? And of course, if you make the observation, you're going to realize that there is no particular emotional state or pain that you have had that lasted forever. They may have lasted a long time. You may be you're in so much pain right now, but is it going to last forever? And you know the answer to that question, right? No. Are you sure that things will not get better? No. And is it possible that things can get better? Yes. How do I know? Is the question. How do I know? Well, the reason I know is because I've been in the same situation you were in. I was in a situation where I felt totally abandoned. I was on my own. I felt really foolish. I felt like my life didn't mean anything. I was living a hell. I couldn't really talk to my parents about it because I didn't think they would understand. I thought I was just going to shame them. I couldn't talk to anyone about it, I thought, because they'll never understand. It will only make things worse. And it felt like I'd been in that situation forever. But what I learned, I'm not trying to give you hope or anything, right? It's totally, this is up to you to observe. What I observed is that although that moment was dark, brighter moments still came. And dark moments still came. And more brighter moments still came. This is how life is. The thing that is torturing you right now, as we mentioned before, is your thoughts and emotions. I mean, I heard a story once. I don't know the veracity or the truth of the story. But basically, what the guy was saying is a certain reporter, apparently from India, either jumped from the top of a building. She basically committed suicide. And she said, nobody is to blame. Nobody, nothing is to blame for for my death. My own brain is my enemy. Right? And she was exactly right. It's really your own mind, your inability to handle your own thoughts, the thoughts that are running through your head. You can't control them. This will go on forever. I'm gonna be in pain. This pain is too much. I can't bear this anymore. What kind of life is this? What's the point of living? This is all your mind. Questions, 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 fears, projections. All this is in your mind. It's not really the situation. And the reality is this: you can become better at managing your own mind. You don't have to believe everything your mind tells you. Your mind is telling you that this will go on forever. Please pause and find out if that is true. Are you certain that this will go on forever? Your mind is telling you that this is a moment of hell. You don't have to believe everything it says. Pay attention in this moment. Is this moment totally hell? Is there no beauty in this moment? And there is a way. There is a way to become better at handling the mind, to make sure that the mind doesn't bring you to this position. It's brought me here many times before also. I'm very familiar with where you are right now. And the reality is that I was able to become better at handling my own thoughts and emotions, at handling, making sure that this mind doesn't control me and make me do all sorts of idiotic things. And the way I was able to do that was in these intense moments of sadness, such as the one that you're experiencing in this moment. I'd sit down with my back straight to be alert as possible, close my eyes and let whatever is happening in my mind happen, let the thoughts happen, and just sit there. And when I did this and I just sat there for as long as it took, eventually the pain subsided. Eventually the thoughts subsided. And there was at least calm, if not beauty, in some of the moments. Remember that this is, again, and I'm not interested in giving you hope. You don't need hope. What you need is dose of reality, isn't it? If you're like me, hope is meaningless, right? It's just the reality. What is the reality? So this is all I can give is the reality. Um, there's once I was in a really bad place. I recall a while back I was in a really bad place. So no, actually, wait, no, this is not right. I was in a good place. I was smiling and joyful and all that stuff. So then I take a walk and I went to sit somewhere on a college campus. I went to sit by a swing, and then I began to think about how bad things are for me, really, how bad they could get. I don't remember the exact thoughts, but these thoughts took me over so completely that within a couple of minutes, I was again wondering, why the heck am I living? But I found a way. There is a way to handle these thoughts. And actually, here's the thing, right? A principle, something that is true if you just pay attention. You'll realize that the deepest learning happens in the darkest moments. The more intense the situation is, the more there is to learn from it. So when you're in a very dark place like the one you're in right now, this is where you learn some of your deepest lessons. But you're only going to learn the lesson if you attend the class. Sit down, close your eyes, and observe the pain. Observe the thoughts, observe the pain in your body, and realize that this pain doesn't have total grip over you. That your mind can tell you things, but you don't have to do what your mind says. Just because the mind tells you everything is terrible, it's all dark, doesn't mean it's dark. Just because you're feeling horrible right now in your body, doesn't mean you'll always feel horrible. This is all I can give you, but again, I can't tell you what to do. So if you found this video. And of course, final thing is it's look for there's got to be someone you can talk to. So I remember when I was in one of these very dark places, and I was thinking for me it was jumping off of buildings. Uh, I was able to call somebody. In the US, they have like suicide helplines. I was just able to call somebody and talk to them, and it was helpful. Obviously, it didn't solve my problems, but it helped me to realize that just because I was in darkness doesn't mean there wasn't beauty and joy. So reach out to the closest person available, a helpline, even a stranger. Just talk to them. That will help you temporarily. But of course, if you're gonna be realistic, the change is really gonna come when you begin to pay attention to the workings of your own mind and body. All right, and to those people who are listening who don't necessarily, not necessarily in this situation, please give this, subscribe to this video, hit the bell notification. That way you can always have, I always publish content every single day that's designed to help you deal with a stressful situation in your life. So if you want to continue to receive this content, just subscribe and hit the bell notification. Um, and if you have any question you'd like me to answer, just go to the description of this video, and ask the question or make a comment, right? And I'll be able to reply, and I'll be able to be able to make videos next time that answer your particular question. And if what I've been talking about you found it to be interesting, this whole idea of, because if you're not careful, your mind can actually rule you, right, and cause you so much misery and put you to this point where you think life is hell and you don't want to live anymore. If you want to know how to observe the functioning of the mind, how to observe the functioning of the body, so that they never take so much control over you that you think it's all pure darkness. If you want to know how to make these kinds of observations, then just in the episode description, I have something called the Observe Approach. Okay, so this is, if you click on that link, you'll get free and instant access to a simple but very powerful method that you can apply immediately, right now, to start observing and dealing with a stressful situation in your life. Alright, other than that, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Bye.